Morning. You sleep alright?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Did you?
Yeah, you get off again.
Did it?
It's just the theme at the moment.
It's when you don't settle it. I don't know. Maybe we need to have some wine earlier in the evening. So by the time you go to bed.
Huh? The cameras just really like...
What did you say? The
The
what?
cameras are really like... Zzz,
Oh, I know. Well, I guess if they've been on duty, this is the most exciting thing that's happened since...
Yeah.
It's just boiled, hasn't it? Yeah.
Oh. It's quite late. I mean, it's 8:40.
I would never sleep this late. I've been up for, 2.5 hours normally at home, so this is a completely... I love it that they let us sleep this long.
I can't remember if they did last night. I don't think they did.
Right, stop it.
Normally you'd wake up and there'd be cool, like there'd be stuff everywhere.
Guess someone else is going to want to have a cup of tea. Oh, that's a nice cup of tea. All the scaly bits at the bottom. Yum, yum.
Oh, it's like got...
Need to
kind of
descale the
X
kettle,
mark
but we
on top
haven't
of the
quite
thing.
worked out how to...
No, we can't get in.
How ridiculous.
And yesterday you were alright, weren't you? You just didn't want to play the game.
No, it was a mixture of things. That lull we had between after dinner and I just lay on my bed and I started thinking about the family.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop myself feeling sad.
Yeah.
And then I feel... This is a really weird thing to say because I feel exactly the same as everybody about Coolio. But he was in my year, and for some reason I felt some security in that.
Yeah.
I know that when he came down the steps, I went, oh my God, oh great.
Yeah.
I've got someone there I can... And he's older, and I know Nick's only a year younger than me, but I feel old compared to all the other girls. I feel like I have very little in common with them, and the whole Big Brother thing is the theme, and I do feel like an outsider.
Yeah.
And it's so stupid, but it just, and I think in a way, I think I had brought back some feelings of last time I was in the house when I suddenly dreaded thinking I shouldn't be here. I feel out of place, not in a sort of Big Brother way. We're all out of place in this environment, but just with the people here, and it's nothing personal at all about the people here. My God, I feel very lucky to be in here with the people we have in here, but I still feel still feel so left out. It's ridiculous.
Well, I don't think anyone else feels like that. Oh. I mean, it's nothing that would occur to anyone else, I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm actually pleased that, normally, I seem to remember in our old house that if you went to bed like that, Big Brother would pull you into the diary room, and I was just thinking, oh, please don't, because then I'll just start...
Yeah, I haven't really been in there.
I haven't either. I was in, obviously, when I was having a clown fit.
Yeah.
Which the nation now knows about.
But I don't want to... of course they do. You remember last time they call you in there just to say, like how you feeling? And, like, you all right?
Maybe they've been so busy. Well, mind you, it has been busy, hasn't it? I mean...
Yeah.
It's not been a quiet... Horrible. quiet time in the house, was it?
No.
Did I put the tea bag in it? God, it's standing right in front of me. It's our little tea bag thing.
Yeah, I was really getting on with Coolio as well.
Yeah, you
So
know. And
I think I was enjoying the moment.
Yeah, and music conversations and kind of...
Yeah, I miss that. I mean, everyone else just listens to Beyonce.
Yeah, well, not me. You should see my list, so it was kind of... I don't think they'll ever play that, but, you know, I know. No, I totally...
Yeah.
Kind of slept right through. And then when you wake up, you think, oh... Not in a horrible way, but you go, oh, right, this is where I am.
Yeah, I always look out for my cat. And it's like,
oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I sleep with my baby, and well, this is very naughty. He should be in his cot.
Yeah.
But he always ends up in our bed by the morning. So I'm kind of used to having something to sort of... Some little toes to play with or something.
Or husband.
Well, he's always miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also, the other girls are so sweet because they're always making an effort and dressing up, and that clothes aren't a huge part of my life. You know, I've brought in literally 3 pairs of shoes, and
they spend most of the day
making up. And I think, oh God, of course, I look like a bloody tramp, but that's my own fault. So there's nobody else's fault. And it's lovely they make an effort.
Yeah, I can get down with that. I quite like to... it makes me make much more of an effort. Normally I wouldn't, really. Normally I'd feel like... whatever.
Could have really done with a sunny day today.
I don't feel homesick whatsoever. It just doesn't... Not a tiny bit.
You don't?
I don't know why. I think because...
You don't have children.
Yeah, and I don't, you know, because...
And if you had, would you have a girlfriend waiting outside, then you might feel...
Exactly.
And you have the comfort of Chantel in terms of if everybody, not if everybody else had gone, if the two of you were left, that would be very odd, but, you know, you've shared experiences with her.
I mean, we've shared this experience in a very similar way. We both had very similar experiences in here.
That must be a huge comfort. I mean, imagine if she went.
Yeah.
That would feel odd.
Yeah. But then at the same time, you know that whatever happens, you know, it's a short period of time.
I'm trying to think of that, because Nick did say that, you know, when we were sitting and talking after this, oh, you know, it's just us, are you missing home? And it's just a short period of time. And it feels like a huge mountain for me to climb at the moment. It feels like I can't even see beyond this cup of tea.
Yeah.
I was going and you went, what's going on? Have they called you in there because I'm snoring so much? And
because what? Oh no, it's now. And I really believed it. Because like that was my dream right there.
And I was like, yeah, they've called me because you're snoring so much.
So badly.
Well, do you know what I mean? So I know what they really want from me. They really it's like some of them, do you know what I mean? It makes me laugh. It's like they ask me a question, I say a whole ream of things, and they'll latch on to one thing I say.
Yeah.
You said that to me.
I heard you speaking for ages. I don't know what you were saying, and then you laughed so bad and you went, out of all I said, that's what you took from it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but I thought.
Oh man, he said, what did he say? Oh, I can't remember what it was, but I just thought, why would you take just that little bit? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to going in, blah blah blah.
Do you reckon today's the day?
I think it is, you know. I think it is. I mean, we're pretty much exhausted. What else, you know? What else is there to do? Really, just except for going and. Oh yeah, what else is there to do except for going and just get on with it? To be honest.
What did they say that obviously you didn't say now?
No, I was like, is there anything else we can do for you? What would you like us to do for you? I was like, Okay, well, can you let us know when, you know, just in advance when we're going in so we can get ready?
I think it was funny last night we came in and our duvet and bin was blatantly
Yeah,
we noticed the bin.
I noticed the bin, and then but after the reply, I sat there and I went. I looked at the thing and I was like, when I was. And then you were like, oh no, it's a duvet, and I thought I need to go to the toilet.
Well, I slept better last night.
Same here. Oh man.
Oh my god, I think I'm really giggly now. I need a glass of water.
Good.
A
That's
little
good.
bit of a drink of water.
Do you want me to do you a tea or anything?
Oh, do you know what? I don't want anything this morning. I'm pretty good.
I might have some of that swirl
Cheesecake stuff,
Because I
yeah.
had it from Nando's before and I've just been dreaming about it. And,
Yeah, it's like a baked cheesecake.
It's lovely.
Really nice, yeah.
Which is funny. These guys made me get. That's it. What did I say? I said, yeah, it'd be nice for us to get in there and bring the house down with a bang, you know. And then I was like, you know, everyone's just random. I was like, yeah, you know, hopefully in a positive way, but if not, there's other ways you can do it. Just flippant. And then they were like, even there was quite for time as well. I was sitting there like, what's going on?
What
And
other ways would you
You said other ways. What other
It's
ways
like-
do you bring? I was like, how
It's
did
like, what's the point in you saying that anyway? Because it's blatantly planned what we're going to do, and it's like, alright, then let me think of some other ways.
How much I wonder how they view that incident. Whether they think it was, whether they thought it was a serious thing, or whether they kind of.
We still don't know, do we? Whether
Because I
he
can't.
had a
I don't
role.
know how to feel about it now. Whether. Yeah.
Result.
But I wasn't cry. I didn't obviously cry. I have a panic attack or whatever, but I was scared. But I
was
definitely
totally-
have. By the morning, I was just like, oh, that was ridiculous.
Oh, I didn't feel that. I felt like that was it was so real. I feel like because it wasn't, because it wasn't put on, of course I felt a tit for I felt tit for crying because I just hate crying.
Yeah.
In front, I don't cry much at home. There's nothing wrong with crying in the slightest. I think I keep everything like this. And
Yeah.
once the floodgates start to open, it's very hard for me to keep hold of it. I think the problem is I'm probably keeping too much
It
back.
was just the way he wasn't fast or anything. He just kind of.
Oh, that was the menacing thing. It was the finger. I knew he was
And all
coming
his
to get one of
head
us.
was all kind of twisted and
He
stuff.
was coming to get one of us.
Yeah.
I didn't see
That's why I still wonder whether. Well, we don't know, but I wonder
I
whether
think
it
there was a purpose to him, don't you?
I wonder whether John. They said to John as he was evicted, like, "Do you want to send something?" Because this is what someone had said they'd been doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to send something in
something good into
good,
the house?
or do you want to send something bad? And who do you want it to go towards? And because the guy was pointing at Nikki.
Nikki.
And did Nikki and John have any run-ins? I don't know if they did.
Well, do you remember
Or
the
historically,
second
he
she
probably
walked
wouldn't
in the
like it.
house, he says, "And I'm not having any of you."
Is she?
No, she does it in a smaller way. I don't know if you noticed it, but she has little
sobs
big
and
moans
stuff.
about.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no kind of.
There's not been anything. I mean, we're saying like that as if it shows kind of amazing self-control, but she is the same age as me.
I know, but I think sort of unfortunately for her in a way, because she's so petite, and I've never seen a person who is as genuinely as petite as she is. It kind of plays against her and that was Coolio was. I do think of her as a small girl.
And I think if people, the more people treat her like that, the more she
maybe behaves like it.
Behaves like it.
Yeah.
But also, she's had all that time in hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
just
she's been through it. Really learnt the hard way, hasn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird to put someone with such obvious, like, kind of
Problems or issues.
well, those type of issues, you know,
I
of
know.
confidence, self-image issues. It seems slightly kind of.
Well, you know how they how it seems like the opposite. She should be in an opposite kind of profession, if anything. Yeah. But you know how a lot of comedians were depressives, so it's kind of that.
Yeah,
thing,
and that's
isn't it,
really, you know,
guess?
I think that's a lot of what it is. I think it is just kind of.
This is her, but I suddenly thought yesterday with her and Brian going so, like, Big Brother this. Do you remember so and so? I mean, they are amazing. I just think, is there anything you don't know? And I don't think there is. They literally know the blood and urine types of
I thought I knew about Big Brother. I don't know anything.
I've dipped into it on and off, and but I've always been.
No, I've watched them, but I don't think it's been. I don't think my brain has sort of thought it was information
But what happens
that I needed to
after
hold
this?
on to.
For her, what happens after Big Brother?
I don't know. Well, she does. What does she do now?
She writes a column a little bit but that's due to Big Brother being on. I guess Big Brother will end on another channel, and she'll always be Nikki Graham from Big Brother, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
Her in the toilet, unless it's just some guy in the back run having a chat. But I think you can hear him move on. I don't think it's supposed to be very secretive diary room, that one. It's just a fire door, isn't
Just
it?
a fire door, eh?
It's like me going on the other side there and saying, Vic, can you hear me? And you go, yeah, I can hear you. That was probably better because it's got the egg cuffs on the inside.
For real, but then I think, where was I? I think I said something to you yesterday about them starting the game. And I was sat right here.
Yeah. I was like, alright, come in.
I said, I wonder if she can hear.
Yeah. I'm actually going to put Jim on because
Just think it's time for us to get in there. We've served our time. We've served our debt to society.
yeah.
Now let us back out so we can become productive citizens.
It's seriously
Yeah. I'm the same age as him. I'm younger than Brian.
Yeah,
I'm younger than,
that's
I'm
right.
the same age as Chantal.
That's right. But I think it has. I don't think. No, you have. You're sensible. You're not kind of
Oh God.
egotistical and.
I'm not sure I want to be sensible.
Okay, well, be a bit wild.
Okay.
Have a lager for breakfast.
Oh God, I couldn't. I mean,
I can't drink lager. It just makes me feel.
I drank one last night, made me feel a bit gassy and stuff.
I did too. I
Yeah.
had one because I thought.
See,
well,
it's
maybe
saying
it was
things like that makes me
old.
old
Yeah.
beyond my ears. Cornflakes.
Yeah, really. And you're like, oh, I had a bit of a lager. It gave me wind.
Yeah.
What's the red wine like?
It's just really like acidic in your stomach.
And it's not even about having something that's like extortionate, but
Oh,
just
it
something.
kind of is though, isn't it?
Having something that's. No, but just a couple of more pounds on a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
I think would have just made a difference.
But they still. They don't want us to have
No.
purely a good time in here. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have a boiled egg. I think that.
Well, that'd be good for you.
You don't think? But then I've got to have white bread and still fill myself up.
Just the egg then, because egg is quite filling.
Yeah.
And it's protein. It'll give you, I don't know.
I wish there was something to... You know what's nice? Asparagus in it. Who was telling me a recipe where you just dripping
Oil.
into the actual egg itself, though. It's like butter
I've never
and
seen
a
that.
drip of vinegar and something else. And then you just dip asparagus straight in. It makes like a homemade project. Who
Poached
did
egg
that?
on
Someone did-
asparagus.
Oh, yeah, it's
Poached egg on
awesome.
asparagus with parmesan on top is amazing.
I love asparagus for breakfast.
Do you?
Yeah, they do have
I
some
could eat
fancy
anything for
hotel.
breakfast. I could, you know how some people go, they don't
Yeah.
can only have cereal.
Oh,
they
I
only have-
can't. I can only, my stomach only wants. a
Oh,
few
no, I
things.
could have, if I'm
Well,
hungry.
avocado is awesome for breakfast.
Oh.
That's a really good one. Have you ever had a breakfast burrito?
Morning.
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 Yeah, well, we rented a house in Malibu for a month last summer, and we just had, really authentic Mexican food the whole time. And of course they do.
Breakfast
we went to a
burrito's
breakfast
awesome.
place,
Best.
and they just,
I couldn't eat that now, I don't think. But... Are people starting to get up? Or is it just you?
No, it's just,
I might go
it's just the
now.
old ones.
yeah.
I might go to the toilet before they all wake up.
But sort of, don't know. I woke up this morning and thought, oh, I'm still here. I don't understand. Doesn't turn itself off, does
Doesn't
it?
it?
I don't know. Seems to be going nuts. Oh, it does. Okay. I'm clearly not patient enough. I feel a bit old and out of place.
I know, I felt very old.
Feel really out of place. And I think they all so deserve to be here, and I feel like I'll probably be next up for the chop anyway, so maybe I don't have anything to worry about, just not knowing when it's going to happen.
Well, it's part of the process, isn't it? The hunt for cups is always good fun.
Oh, in the other cupboard?
Ah, brilliant.
Was it about 6 when you first got up?
No,
Was it later?
it was about 8, 10 past 8 or something. 8:30. 8, yeah, 8:30 or something. Bloody hell, what's happened?
Three days at Saga, and then she does 2 freelance.
All right.
How's our food situation? Is it grim?
How what?
How's our outstanding food?
I put my back. I put the chicken back in the fridge, so nobody put that in the fridge last night, which was a bit.
Well, it's good that you did.
Might be too late. Anyway, we could all do with losing a bit of weight. We've got lots of meat, bread, and cereal. And to be honest, that's what we all lived on last time. It was just toast. And so I think we've been really lucky having proper meals every time, actually.
Wasn't last night's meal, no?
Yes.
Honestly, it just made me think, God, I must have couscous more often. It was so creamy and moist and...
How are you going to make sure that the fuse blows at the right time to get that perfect?
Yeah. Hey, that's going to be for our cookbook.
Yeah.
Be a new thing. It's imperative. 20 minutes before the cooking time, turn the oven off.
Yeah.
And in the time it takes to have 3 cigarettes, go and turn it back on again.
I'm very surprised last night they didn't come in and take all this away.
What?
I'm very surprised they didn't come in and take all
Oh,
this.
it was such a long time ago since you were in the Big Brother house. I am now the new oracle of
Okay.
recent Big Brother. They never tidy up. I remember after the first night, and why should they? I remember after the first night, I think we made a hell of a mess. And I thought the next morning they'll come in, Molly Maid will have been in. They leave the mess for you to tidy up.
Well, it looks kind of good in
Everything.
the morning, the balloons, it's the kind of...
Post-party.
Especially where it works really well is if something really dramatic happens at the party, and then you have people eating breakfast with all this, like, the carnage from the night before.
But yeah, no, they'll never tidy up or anything. Why should they? We make the mess. I'm quite surprised it's taken 4 days before we got oven gloves and a tea towel and kitchen roll. I hope they can supply that on a regular.
How did you sleep? Well,
Right, I think after that dance task, it's quite knackering.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, you were exhausted. I never normally have breakfast at home because I'm rushing with the kids and stuff. And
What time do you first eat normally at home?
generally in the day, I kind of graze, I never sit down for meals. In fact, I haven't sat down to eat since June because we're living in a rented house and they just have a breakfast bar. And there's only seats for everybody else around there. There's only 5 seats. So I always end up standing at the end. But, I mean, I have a couple of digestives for breakfast and then probably try and have a main meal at lunchtime, actually, because I don't like eating in the evening. And that's why I wasn't going to eat last night. And then it was...
This is Big Brother. Can Michelle ensure she's wearing her microphone at all times?
Will do. Thank you for the reminder. Bye. Thought they were going to call me in for a chat then.
Huh?
I thought they were going to call me in for a chat then.
Oh, what's up?
I know they just were telling me to put my microphone on.
Probably call you in any minute anyway. How are you doing? How is the mood in the bed sit?
link that you had with Chantel
Yeah.
and whatever. So I think he found totally alienated.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
And
was
he's
Terry...
too cool. He's too cool to say, as you might imagine. He's not going to go, you know, Big Brother, I feel lonely. I feel this, you know. But even Terry would sort of,
say stuff.
yeah, he would bring, you know, pull him up and say, you can't say things like that, Coolio, and all that stuff, and try to cool him down. But he would never want to lose face, so he would always just carry on ranting. But then when Tina left, there was a... he wasn't menacing, he just pushed it, you know? And it was in little subtle ways. He was making a thing about her and Ben Adams, and there was nothing going on, and poor Michelle had a very, you know, the love of her life waiting outside her. She was so upset that he might think it would be cut as something else or look as like something else, so...
Fancy that Ben, though, man.
Who was Ben? Wasn't she total homesick? She spent the whole time being really homesick because she missed her other half.
Yeah, but she did fancy that guy from A1, innit? The one with the curtains.
I can't even remember him. Have any of them mentioned what time it is?
Not so far, no.
No.
Not so
So we've
far.
got nothing to judge it from.
12 hours, I reckon.
I know, that's what I mean. It's not like 10 at night.
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
a TV show.
Exactly. It could have been.
And got like, what?
I don't know, but the party's whack as well. But I just think bottles. Do you know what I mean? At least 2 bottles. There was 2 bottles. We had 1 bottle between us. They had 2 bottles.
I'll add another can of beer.
That'll do the trick.
Yeah.
I know they've got restrictions, but really?
Especially for an entry night, Vic, because you know you want
Yeah.
to lower people's guards.
Exactly.
So,
You just want to be able to just get involved and
yeah.
integrate.
Everyone can get to know each other.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Who does that? Cozy.
Yeah, they're saying.
Leaking
Or slap her hard.
Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a Sunday feeling about it too.
My Big Brother Hell by John McCree.
Oh yeah.
And it's Josie's first Sunday as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the real story.
And Nikki's
John
column.
McCrick, what's he going to say? That we were all a bore, we were all a nightmare. Bloody cooked him meals.
Yeah. Big Brother took away my shaver or something.
Oh yeah. Yes, we still don't know. I have a tiny wee bit of a feeling that there was no issue and he just decided to say that to play the game. Because I never saw him go into the diary room and he never had a big rant about anything particular like he did the last time he was here when he didn't get his Diet Coke.
But wasn't that all in the diary room? He was in the diary room sometimes.
I didn't see him in the diary room, no. I didn't see that he went into the diary room over. So what is this day? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Day 5.
Feels like about day 10.
Wish it was day 20 bloody 5. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
I was
Friday,
being optimistic to wear shorts today, but
I was thinking about it. I think it might get better.
It's very positive thinking, Preston.
Well, I just think it doesn't look
And
right.
you are talking to a former weather girl, so I think really.
And what is your
This is my department.
what's your prediction?
There's some tiny, tiny pockets of brightness, but to be honest, it's pretty solid coverage.
Really?
If there's, I mean, it is early days, early in the day, of course, but
John would just go out into the jacuzzi.
Whatever.
No matter what.
yeah.
yeah. His skin really was like the softest skin you've
His
ever.
hands were so soft. I thought they were going to melt.
He's never done a day's work in his life, I don't suppose. My hands are like bloody.
What's your worst job you ever had?
I've done like my first job ever was working in a library when I was 16. As soon as I got my, it was.
My girl in
I love the
Philadelphia,
books.
she's studying, like she's getting her master's in library science.
No, really. God, I didn't even
Yeah.
know that sort of existed.
Yeah, it's
but I
for, like,
love that
archiving
sort of
and
being
stuff.
around the books
Yeah.
and
It was
I had
something
to
I
be
really wanted to
quiet.
do.
I was supposed to be quiet for 3 hours on a Saturday morning, and that was quite a challenge. Just in my local village.
I wonder if it.
But it wasn't a bad job in that respect.
Imagine archiving for the BBC or like
Yeah.
something like that. It'd be really
But you know
cool.
when you see things like Who Do You Think You Are, when they look back at people's past and
Yeah.
they trace the family history,
Oh, yeah.
and the records they've kept, it's absolutely astounding. That I could watch forever about anybody's lives. I think everybody's got
Yeah.
really fascinating histories. But I had one job when I
Vic
had.
Reeves did it once. Or
I think he did. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I never saw it though. Derba Kerwin did one, and it was really
you know who I used to
interesting.
be bizarrely very good friends with is Will Sell. Who was the
Really? I really,
Did you get on with him?
I liked Will, but I never had a chance to really, because he always spoke. I felt uneasy around him. I felt like I couldn't say anything that would be of any interest to him.
We would meet up at the Groucho Club.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just such a weird thing to
Yeah.
think that I did. But he had a book launch or something, and me and my brother went. And he had like a dinner and everything, and we were just so drunk. We made such idiots of ourselves. And then I haven't really heard from him since then.
I wonder why.
I think I might have been sick on Janet Street Porter's shoes.
Oh, God. Nice. And now you've been reduced to coming into the Big Brother. Now, I had a job photocopying in an office. I was only about 18 or whatever. Photocopying for a company that sold TV programmes, scripts,
Yeah.
to the Arabic countries, like Barbara Woodhouse's, I mean, in those days, Dog Guide to the World, and it would be like 300 pages, and I used to stand and feed each sheet in, and it would be photo, and the photocopier, of course, broke down every 7 minutes, and it was like the most, but I think, in terms of bad jobs, compared to what some people have to do, it's not really, it's not comparable, but I would, can't remember what jobs I've done.
I had at one point, when I was about 16 or 17, for about a year, I lived with a girlfriend who I'd been going out with since I was like 14. I had a really solid job.
Oh, you were settled down already?
I was completely settled down. I had a flat.
Jacked it in?
Yeah, jacked every.
University.
No, I went to university. And the rest is history.
Brilliant.
Good for you. Done
Like-
something that you did not expect. I mean, you didn't have your heart set on being
No.
a pop star.
And
or-
I never would have done that, and I never would have, anything. And that's why I think now I'm just like a real, like, any opportunity,
Yeah, you
do
gotta
wanna do
grab
Big
it.
Brother again.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I felt that too. And actually, when I look at the people who've come in here, I suddenly think, why the hell did I get asked? I just sort of, because I think.
Well, I wonder if they all
now
represented
see-
slightly different demographics. Do you think that? Do you think we did?
Yes, probably, definitely. I think, but one thing that sort of has become very clear. I know I'm a slow learner sometimes. I'm very quick at picking up some things, but I'm very slow on some other things. Is that I don't know why it never dawned on me that this whole stay is going to be about Big Brother and past Big Brothers, right?
Yeah.
And you've got 2 or 3 people in there who know everybody. They've either been out with them or socialised.
maybe
with
a
them.
little slightly,
They know everything, and that's why I feel so completely. I mean, even you know a lot of stuff about Big Brother, and I've watched it, but I've never. It's not been my life. It's not been. I mean, if you ask Brian, he'll tell you the blood type of any kind of former contestant.
And I think they all hang out together. That's
what I'm saying. They say even Makosi and or Nadia and Nikki said, "Oh, do you remember when we went to that law?" And I'm thinking, they all know each other. They all have a connection.
It's
They're all
totally
part of the
irrational. But
same.
yesterday, when Chantel, when they were talking about Big Brother people, and Chantel was like going like that about boys from Big Brother, and Chantel was going, "I've been there, done that," and I just felt a bit like, "Oh my."
About a month, and I saw him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I only had a date with him, and I'm thinking, it's like a big family,
Yeah.
an extended family.
Yeah. Incestual family.
They're all marrying first cousins, and I feel totally. I don't feel like I'm bringing anything to the table, except for a roast dinner, which was cooked with
Which
wine,
you're literally bringing to the table.
which I'm literally bringing to the table. But apart from that, they're all probably going to get into the swing of things, and I'll just go help. I'm not trying to play the martyr, but it's just that's how it kind of feels. And being older. And I was trying to be funny last night with Chantel. Of course I knew who she was, but I wanted to make it interesting. If I said, yeah, I know it, you'd have gone, Chantel.
The word.
I know allergenic is what they
Yeah.
should have said.
Yeah.
Hyperallergenic.
But it's funny that was my defining feature. That everyone was just like, "Ah!"
You could have just gone Swedish.
Yeah.
Actually, it could have been Base Hunter. He was Swedish, wasn't he? I thought they might send him in. We could spend the whole time speaking Swedish. If I have another cup of tea, I think I'll have that funny turn again like I did yesterday. I don't know. How bizarre. What's going on here? I love it. Oh, that's an empty one. It's like somebody's left her. How are the puddings?
Kind of like
Oh, that's like
a bit too much,
banoffee.
I think.
Yeah.
I was saying to that Stuart guy when we were in here, and I was showing him how to make the coffee. I was saying about Big Brother people, because they've got this thing.
This is yours, no?
No.
Because they've got this connection that's so bizarre, and you can't really, you know, as soon as you start to talk to someone who hasn't been in here about it, then they don't want to listen. And that's why all the Big Brother people go out together. And he was saying that you know, we were saying that as soon as they meet, even if they weren't in the same year, they instantly have a connection and kind of go to clubs together. But I don't feel like I don't know if I particularly want to talk about things that have happened in here all that much when I get out.
Don't think not all of us hang out together. It's only.
Well, that's what I said as
Yeah,
well.
I mean,
I had
I
that
don't.
conversation and said that's what I feel like a bit of an outsider. I think they all
Preston, can I have a...
Yeah, of course.
I'm out of the coffee just now, thanks.
Coffee.
love, they all kind of know each other, love each other. And when I came out last time, and they sent me the DVD of every single programme or whatever else, never watched a second of it. Only like a year later did I watch back on YouTube the me and Vern singing. But I didn't talk to anyone about it. People would go, what was it like inside the Big Brother house? All my friends. And I said, I can't talk about it because I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So I start telling you the process where they check everything goes through your bags to the point that there's a mirror everywhere and behind us again. It's like, ugh. I thought, I don't have the energy. It's like when you've talked, so I closed it off. I cried and was pathetic for a couple of days, felt very kind of disorientated. And then
I hear it! For God's sake, what are that ridiculous noise in? That's really annoying. I should have been able to stay in bed and told you this all right, Louis. Yes! We will not be disturbed! But I'm on my holiday. It'll take more than that to get me out of bed. I slept.
I always sleep.
Because you're the Walking Dead.
I had the worst night's sleep since I've been here.
Over there. That's what it is. I'm sensing it from you now. I'm sensing evil coming from you right now. Can you spin your head 360?
No. Learned how to do this when I was born.
Nikki, all the crumbs lead from here to the kitchen. Chocolate biscuit crumbs from your bed all over. Not wake up and bodies like this. Oh, that game last night.
Brilliant.
I love your idea. It's going to play something. What happened next? Me and you were like, well, what happens is they're like this. Oh, that pathetic game. As I say, it's only a... Wait, and I think you should play your... Honey.
Yeah.
Hello, morning. Oh,
Hooray!
But when I heard it before, you don't realise when you're actually lying there how hateful it is. Yeah.
well, especially if you had a good sleep.
What time is it?
Late.
Part-
9.
9:30.
God, Preston, the day is over. What will we do for the rest of the day?
What will we do for the rest of the day?
I'm sure there'll be something big. See, here we go. That's what you said.
Hang on a minute, I'll call you back.
And she went, oh, Rika, I'm a huge fan. I know you're a celebrity and you don't know who I am. And I know, you know, and I was thinking, and I was like, heavy bags, like, okay, I need to move now. What is it? What is this? She goes, please put on some weight. And I thought, you know, you would never say that to a complete stranger,
Or a
right?
friend, even.
You wouldn't say it to a friend. And actually, I just went, actually, I'm not on a diet. I've actually been very unwell, and that's why I've lost weight. And I wanted her to really feel the pain. So she went, her face just dropped. She went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I just went, yeah, and carried on. But people feel they have the right to tell you things, don't they? When they say, oh, did people ever come up and say to you like, oh, that Chantel's a lovely girl, or people say to me, oh, get rid of so and so, don't you? Oh, and you know,
I mean,
most of the time people are absolutely so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, two nice things I used to find when I left BB, you'd walk into a nightclub or a bar and they'll play the BB music.
Oh,
The
really?
first time it's funny.
I get it, they just play Ordinary Boys.
And the second and third time it means everyone knows you're there, and especially when I first walked out.
Of
It was
course.
just like, but it wasn't funny, it was some local DJ going, oh, look who's walked in, we'll put this music on.
Yeah.
Who has that record? Who owns that music? We have funny things to have in your collection.
Well, I thought, because I've got the Big Brother CD because some of the tracks on it are quite good, but I thought how horrible would it be?
What else is on it? Is this from year one?
Yeah, one.
Oh, really?
What else is it?
God, there's
And what was the music with-
God, I can't remember. I don't use CDs anymore, but it's just
You
had
just
about,
saw MP3s then?
yeah. But I thought how embarrassing if you're at traffic light. I was playing and it came to the theme tune and your
And you're
car
sitting in
roof
the
off.
How great is it that now you can get the vinyl comes with MP3 download? So you can buy anything on
remember.
vinyl,
Yeah.
and MP3, because CDs are useless. There's
Yeah.
no point in having a CD.
Yeah.
But vinyl's good just because it's like a nice thing. You know, you get a big artwork. It's nice
Yeah,
to play
I
a
love
vinyl.
vinyls. It's
I've
like
got an absurd
I've still
vinyl
kept.
collection.
I bet you have. I've still kept my.
I've
little
got every
collection.
single Bananarama single, including all of their picture discs.
Brilliant.
I'm a huge Bananarama
Maybe they'll
fan.
bring in a Bananarama.
Oh, I'd love one.
You'll be like,
Oh, I didn't.
what happened to Siobhan?
I think she's just family and, you know, wanted to
Because they first came to prominence with Fun Boy 3, didn't they?
Fun Boy 3 is my favourite
Yeah.
band.
Oh, I so remember the lead singer.
Terry Hall.
That's the
I
one.
performed with him.
And he went on, didn't he go?
He did the
sing
specials
Ghost
first.
Town? Yeah.
Yeah, but the specials have reformed. They're doing
Okay.
really well, yeah.
Say that.
I wasn't
'cause-
even live, but I
but I
absolutely
would
feel
say that because it's
ability
my
to-
era. Like
yeah.
people go, all the 60s. But for me, there was so much going on, and
Yeah.
music was so. And I think
I
also
mean, even,
because
even like...
just the way the music was available in those days,
Yeah.
and listening to Top of the Pops on a Sunday, and having that whole. There was a real dedication.
But you know
to
the difference
music.
now that I like the fact that MP3s are so instant, so readily available, and often free.
Yeah.
And so you can audition stuff rather than just listening to it on the radio. You can download a free MP3 or stream it off the internet.
Yeah.
Stream a whole album until you decide whether you want it.
Yeah.
And so you can really it gives you the scope to just sort of look around these really weird niches of music, and then suddenly you'll find this whole kind of subgenre that you just really like, and not just what the radio tells you to like, I think.
The good thing with the modern music, like the modern music, is that I used to buy an album because I'd like 2 or 3 songs and about 9 songs you don't really like.
Totally.
And then sometimes by mistake listen to them and go, that's quite good, but now you can actually pick and
That's
choose.
why someone like Lady Gaga
Yeah.
has an album of 12 singles. Because it's because albums don't sell, so every song has to be absolutely great as a single, and that's why and I think that's the new.
Oh, really?
That's a kind of trend of just writing singles.
But what I find about being old is that when I go, song comes on the radio, I go, oh, I remember the original. Like I'd say to my sister, she's only 10 years younger than me, but she lives in Sweden, and she'd be listening to some track, and I'd go, oh, I remember the original. Or I'd say, don't you remember this song? And
Well,
she'd
especially
go,
with the X Factor people doing covers a lot.
Yeah.
Now. The stuff just what was covered that was really unnecessary recently.
How do you mean that? Oh.
Just if the original was absolutely definitive.
Oh,
and
completely.
someone's just-
A lot though.
Yeah. Like Everybody Hurts is by R.E.M. is often covered, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like
But
that track, the
Ronan
production-
Keating did that.
Really?
He did that once when I was in
It's
Belfast
just
hosting a rock, and it was like. It was actually very emotional because
Yeah, but I mean,
he'd
how
lost,
can it not be emotional?
no, because he lost his mother and he was singing that song, and so But I felt like there's only one version of it.
It's like you probably find it very difficult to cover any Madness or special songs.
Oh, yeah.
We cover specials on our first. We did a specials cover on our first album, but we changed it up quite a lot, made it much heavier and stuff. But Madness, you couldn't.
Yeah.
And most special stuff you couldn't. They did. There's 2 versions of the specials going. Well, not anymore, but there was at one point. There was a version without Terry.
Yeah.
And Terry is just like the driest. It's all about his performance that gives the songs the kind of comedy and the darkness and everything.
It used to be all it's 2-tone records, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Along with the selector.
Yeah, and Body
that's
Snatchers
great.
and Rico and...
Such a I remember that.
Bad Manners was more ska, wasn't it, than...
Bad Manners was more...
Bad Manners.
That was what our band was sort of like when we first started. It was
Yeah.
like another sort of step away. It was like the 4th
So cool.
generation ska or something.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like I need to clean my teeth. Oh, I can't sit. There's a lot of sitting going on.
I might do a little run back and forth in the garden at some point.
Yeah, well, it is brightening up.
See,
Weather boy.
believe.
Yeah, look, there's actually bits of blue in the sky. But it's still solid.
Oh. Can I borrow a cigarette?
Of course you can, I'll come out with you. I think I fell over the settee last night.
No. What, with your foot?
Yeah. After dancing on it and doing it.
Oh, great. That'll feel good.
Yeah.
Whose sunglasses are they?
They're mine, they're lensed.
Oh, right. Oh, God, look after them.
Better.
kids get up.
Yeah, I've get like leave
But they-
them time to themselves.
Themselves a bit, you know, the sort of way.
We're the kids.
Isn't it weird that I felt that?
Why is he saying don't say it?
No. It's from yesterday when they did their remembering game. They were doing some memory game where they.
Oh,
You know them
right.
ones where you got to go around and each say a line, and then you've got to say the line that was said before. And
Yeah. I thought I heard our batteries come. Thought I heard that.
Oh, that's funny. It was funny. We're playing that game again today. Yeah. But we have to push the boundaries of social acceptance.
Sorry? Yeah, I said very well, thank you.
Very hot in here, isn't it? I have no idea, but now I'm going to give it back to you.
Eureka, do you have your...
Now, Nikki, I think you're in, I want to say, a red or orange mood.
What colour should I have?
I think you should have a red or orange one
Orange.
to match Chantel's tan.
Or the green ones match your tape.
Or the green to match my envy for Chantel's tan. You could have went there with that. Or purple.
Purple's the colour of prosperity.
Oh. Or red.
I do like red.
The colour of passion I have for Ulrika. See, everyone's connected. I know in a good little bistro we could go for some breakfast.
Come on then.
Just a bit down the road.
Yeah, right then.
look at those dark rings around his arm.
down to your feet.
Oh, did you think that was her?
Because she was wet.
Funny. Oh, the lights are on the bedroom. What are you having for breakfast? I think possibly you should have like a bit of fruit.
Just one piece.
Just a little bit of fruit. Yeah. I'm gonna have some brown flakes.
Do you know what? I may try this thing. I may try this foreign food you were eating.
Turtle Reek is alright.
I know. I'd have a little word. See, I cleaned up last night and look.
Oh, sorry, who cleaned up last night?
All the wine glasses and the cake stuff.
Oh yeah, you are right.
I beg your pardon, Chantal. Yes, I am right, aren't I?
Yes.
You wouldn't do that to Magosi, would you? Why did you take that box out of my hand? Jeez, I'm so sorry. So it was like...
I know, it's sort of that.
Nadia sleeping.
You should do it.
Well, what are brown flakes like?
They're pretty bland, but to be honest, we haven't got any bowls, so I don't really think we're going to be eating anything.
Anyway, so it's a good idea.
There's no bowl.
Oh, you can have that.
Oh, here, I'll wash you one up.
Don't be so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's the least you can do, though. I might have some... I'm going to try the crunchy nut crunchy nut cornflakes. Chantal, do I need tanning today? Do I need tanning today?
On your feet.
Right.
I sometimes feel really like I wish it wouldn't be so loud. It's just not required. You've got to laugh or else you'll cry in this place. Oh, because you go and put your makeup on now.
She looks like the black version of that girl from The Ring.
Oh my God! Nasty. Oh, bless her. She needs to go and do her eyes. But how did she not know that song? She just mumbled through that.
That was...
How did you... That's
that
so
was
special.
That was painful.
Might go in there and kick off, actually. Couldn't think of it. What?
Would be.
Part, honey, play your part. I have to stop channeling Savage to see whatever his name is. It's really kind of disturbing me. Former Cozy ruined our moment. Yeah, no,
Eureka, your heels are on
today
your
of all days, I'm gonna have to
hot whatever for your hair.
Oh, thank you.
Not that I'm not sensitive, but a
But
bit
it's
more.
hard, isn't it? The thing is, it's really hard when you're in a good mood to like not be in a good mood.
Oh, I'm not want to be in a good mood. I should just be in a lesser mood than I normally am. Of being in a good mood. Like being in a good mood of maybe a normal
Well, let's
person.
just do it in a tactile position
Yeah.
in the house. Like, Brian, we've got 5 minutes. Man, we actually bring some photos.
It's trouble, it's trouble, here they are.
Check the kids are asleep.
Of course.
I'm going to do it, right?
Right. So why would you check the kids are asleep?
I don't know. Has Nick got any? Nick hasn't got any kids, has he? Do you want brown flakes?
I'm gonna go for honey ones.
Oh yeah.
Did you see Nick falling over last night?
Oh yeah, I know.
I think he's doing his utmost best to kind of be with us and have a laugh and have a joke.
Totally.
You should have seen him dance. It was really funny.
Yeah, he's really sweet. He's really sweet, I know.
Can you imagine if me? Here.
Well, I suddenly heard like loads of music, and all I could hear was you going, "Woo!"
"9 years. I'm."
Just here.
Just walk going around. There we go.
Kylie, he's done Girls Aloud. He's just shot the new Kylie video last week, actually.
What do you mean,
Oh
Kylie?
really?
I dream about you. What a nightmare. I have a knife!
Hiya.
Because you've got a knife! Yeah, no.
And his body is ripped. Didn't go to the gym.
Really?
Yeah. Bit like Stuart from yesterday.
Toning and that, innit?
or she's stressed out.
Dunno. That's fun last night, wasn't it?
That was like one of the best games ever.
Yeah.
What?
The memory game.
But also, it's great because it's like giving us something that we can always do.
Play.
I love it.
I just love to watch you guys. It's
And people
funny.
say the most random things.
Yeah. I wonder if they psychoanalyze us.
Well, when Chantal was singing Gangster's Paradise, clearly she
missed Coolio. She hasn't
missed him.
dealt with the
loss,
his
yes.
legs.
And she has got intimate issues. When Brian was singing My Milkshake Brings, he's got issues with his...
All the
Yeah,
boys
the boys in
to
the
the
yard.
yard.
He clearly has problems relating to men.
And milkshake.
Nadia didn't play the game. That's the...
I just love you guys having fun. It makes me happy.
I thought it was brilliant. I also love because all the kind of remembering all the ones that you forget from Big Brother is one of the best games ever. Anyway.
What with the
I mean, Brian, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best.
Oh, their names.
But even just remembering Bonnie is like, or
I know.
Sandy.
Nikki, that was
like
really,
a hilarious
Nikki, that
game.
wasn't the time to remember Bonnie though. Me and you should have remembered Bonnie in our little game because we probably would have got there.
Yeah.
Frustrating, that guy.
We had to practically tell
What was Bonnie's
Makosi.
catchphrase? Did she have
I think Bonnie even had a catchphrase. I think Bonnie...
It's funny thinking of a catchphrase that even though it's just like a human being, it's
Yeah.
not a character.
It's true, they become characters.
But it's like you have to have a catchphrase. Like, oh my god, do you remember when the last time you were here? You just said that every night.
Have you said that all?
Yeah.
It's in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, there's loads in this thing. I'm having to
The guy
wash
used to
that
say
one up
something was
though.
evil, but
They're all
I never really,
dirty.
it's weird. It's not really said it anymore.
The what?
The show is on. Oh, wouldn't it not
She must be
the
freezing out there.
funniest thing if she fell?
Oh my god,
Her hair and everything. No struggle. She's actually getting in the jacuzzi. Oh my god, they're bigger than ever.
I feel flat-chested compared to Makosi.
Is that water? That's actual hot.
It's kind of hot, yeah.
yeah.
Are you done with these, babe?
Yeah, thanks.
Do you need more milk, babe?
Eh?
Do you need more milk? Right, you need to put more of that on the list.
I think there might be one in there, I think. If not, they just gave me this. I think they just gave me another one, but not on the shopping list.
What was your, what, special?
Yeah.
Run away. She's the winner, they're giving her special treats.
Got a bit of a headache.
Yeah, red wine.
Have you?
Huh?
What?
It's still that red wine.
Oh. I didn't drink any red wine. Heat up.
Yeah.
Just get really warm.
I go back and forward. I still don't know what I think it's of.
Of what?
Like here, kitchen appliances.
What do you mean?
Like I'm thinking, what is milk? What is milk? And then I go to the sink.
Oh, you're not, yeah, where is,
You know,
yeah, where the
no.
comp, yeah, I know what you mean. Where everything lives.
Ugh, that's no spoon.
There's loads of them
There's
that have
those
been
they're all
washed.
clean.
unmiserable I'd be.
Bringing no shorts was a good decision. Yes. Took me a while to kind of settle in.
Me.
When did we go to bed at? 1. Oh my God, we're crazy in here, aren't we?
That's almost live stream time.
Yeah, I know. We nearly made it this time. We were that close.
What, his tattoos? What are you on about?
No, not him. Brian's eyes. It's just weird.
Brian's eyes, that's the
it's
dog,
weird.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I'm not thinking. I just want to know now. Like,
Yeah.
it can't be from lack of sleep. Can you? I mean,
Maybe he had guy liner on last night or something.
no, but it's like been like that the whole time though. Like,
Yeah. You need some touche clay.
I'm not really for it. I'm all for girls, not boys.
How many boys? 3. Well, 2.5.
That's what Rika said, so.
Did she? Oh my God, she's such a bitch.
She's really homesick.
Is that what it was last night?
Yeah.
Missing her kids?
Yeah.
Think.
And I think she's worried she doesn't, like, fit in with all the girls and stuff.
Oh my God.
Really? Why?
I don't know. She was just saying this morning.
No.
Chantal, I knew you were doing something weird behind everyone's backs. I knew you'd do this. You'd start this again.
Oh, I don't
But
know.
it's funny, I feel like one of the most... I feel like one of the oldest. I guess I sort of am. But I'm the same age as... How old are you?
25.
Yeah. So we're all sort of similar age.
Yeah. I feel the youngest. So I was just saying this morning, I feel like I'm the child. Okay, no one's saying no. Thank you. Do you mean I feel like I'm the child?
I really felt like babies last time. I remember just thinking like, God, I feel like we're about 8 years old.
Do you not feel
We
like
were
that
just
this
so-
time then?
I do on sometimes. I do, but at the same time, like Nick said to me and Ulrika, it's like
in the bathroom, that when I came from my bedroom, I was going to come in, I was going to go, and then I went, oh God, no, the adults are talking. And I said to Sean, because I would say you are probably more intelligent than I am. And
I wouldn't say that.
I'd say you are, and I'd say you would need more stimulation than I would need.
No, you didn't.
No, but I mean, but it's weird. I would safely say you would be more comfortable. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to sit with Nick and have conversations with
you
him.
get the umpire to world, but we would just
I mean, you.
As if I would.
Well, no, I also because I think the fact that you read books and stuff, I don't. I read a magazine if I do. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So when you were all here this morning, I was at.
Hey.
Let the adults talk.
That bums me out.
No, don't be so silly, but because you could do both.
No, because you're a social chameleon.
Okay, big word for you.
You are though, aren't you?
Am I?
Yeah, like you can adapt yourself to any
Yeah.
situation, I think. That's a good thing.
I'd be
I
interested
don't
to
even
see
know
if
what to say to that.
Do you know what I mean?
That I'm stumped now.
Preston, you know, not from what I've seen. Super dry.
Huh?
Babe.
Give her a makeup.
They'd be too big for Ulrika. Give her a makeup. That's quite insulting. Give her a makeup. Now she's like in your Louboutins for the whole day. Oh, they're lovely. And your eviction dress. Oh, I love being in here. And a white one. These are gorgeous.
Nadia, you'll lend her your long johns, won't you?
Nadia's gorgeous leg warmers are lovely. We should have a very high glamorous day where it's just all about big hair and shoulder pads. Like a dynasty day.
Should we do a dynasty day?
Yeah, maybe give ourselves a few more.
I know, we should do a thing where we all wear one item of each
Person's
other's
clothes.
house, like...
When you dressed up in my suits, you and Jodie, and it was just like the absolute most, such a non-event.
I remember
It was such an anti-climax. You were like, guys, go suits, and everyone was just like, oh yeah.
Oh
and
no,
everyone's carrying on
mortifying.
talking.
It was fun.
And I put on Jodie's belt.
I can't see this working. I think it's best if everyone sit in the room with Ulrika and Nick. The adult group.
Does anyone want some coffee?
I think, do you know what, actually,
Brian?
do you know what I'll compare it to? You trying on the suits. Me with the grapefruits last night going out there.
No one
In here, hilarious. We're jumping up and down. We are literally, that is a fine example. We are literally wetting ourselves. Literally, Nick went like this. Right, and then it was almost like, but see the difference in us going wild in here.
Yeah,
And the difference in it.
wild, absolutely
Literally.
wild. And then in there, just
It was like, you know when you go to a crash and the kids were screaming, laughing and joking, and the parents were trying
and then one gets out.
Yeah.
And then I put you back.
And then something bad happens to that child. What's yet to come? But that's what it was like. We're going, oh my god, grapefruits up someone's top.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
But explaining it now, we go, how pathetic are we?
No, I even told you to walk around like
Yeah,
it's like
you did.
24 hours.
What's wrong with you? You're driving me nuts.
It was funny though, weren't it?
It was.
Yeah,
really convincing me.
I think I've got such a headache.
No. But it was fun. I understand what you mean. You went in there and nothing happened. And we were here
Literally,
cracking.
but nothing
You were like,
happened.
oh, everyone there.
I was like, oh no, he did.
10 hours.
Do you think my boobs are saggy?
No, I didn't mean like that. I think she just said that mine were up here.
I think she just wasn't thinking. She didn't think.
It wasn't
It wasn't
malicious.
okay.
Can.
It's nothing malicious.
No, you know, you just get paranoid.
Maybe it
I
was
think
a
they
bit.
are a bit.
No, they're not.
They're really natural. They're
Do you know when you
lovely.
do when you leave the house tonight to the back door,
Go straight to the plastic surgery.
go straight to the surgeon and see what he thinks.
Okay.
Because
And I'll book you in
Why
for
did you
that
have yours
face
done?
lift as well.
Thank you,
They
babe.
had me heating cleanser.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be in your own bed tonight? Imagine you were allowed to do that. Go in little groups to get someone out. Wouldn't it be amazing?
Yeah.
If we could just do it for a day because it was fake, like a fake. That can be horrible to watch, though.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to... Does anyone want some coffee?
No, thanks.
No?
I did say yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Nadia,
Nikki?
you like it's your slave, Stuart. I did say yes.
Preston?
No, thank you.
Hardly, he wasn't hardly a slave.
I bet you'd like him to be your slave.
He did make a valid point though. As in, boyfriend material or is it nice to look at?
Yeah.
And that made me think.
Yeah.
It's just one.
You're not going to marry him.
I know.
You're not going to bring him home for Christmas.
No.
You'll get him drunk and you'll do things to him, and that's about it.
He's had a girlfriend for a while though.
Is he seeing someone now?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's been with her for about a year, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, are you alright?
What are you giggling at?
I'm just laughing at when Brian said that he came. He had the orange for the grapefruit thing, and he did it outside.
Yeah, and then
Nick was like,
and that was it. That was like the entire response.
"Oh man."
Were you there?
Yeah.
It's about 30 of us there, wasn't there?
Seabass was there.
Yeah. Samantha, Brian Bello, Helen from my year.
Nick had the best
Lorinda.
turned up.
Nadia.
What's the sound like? Superimposed on it, or is that something else?
No, that's something else.
But we actually stood by this grave, literally, for about 2.5 hours just looking at it while they set up
Well,
their
they
shop.
set- yeah, the camera's behind and this massive crane
That's so
going.
morbid.
It was like a film set though.
It was.
And the sun kept going in and out, so the light was wrong for one shot.
Kept changing.
Oh, frustrating.
And you'd think actually they had so much footage, the commercial I think could have been a bit better. Come closer and gone around their necks.
That logo looks like what's the New Order sleeve? Is that with the flowers? Power corruption on the
No,
right.
was it coffee? Or tea? Yeah, coffee.
Gee.
Yeah, can I have
Have you heard
Yeah,
the
yeah,
remix?
Of
Well,
milkshake.
for mashup.
I think I heard
Two
they do
chickens,
mash up
please.
hour, don't
I went for something outside.
shaking your booty.
I really did.
Coolio and Makosi were talking about this thing.
I don't know, I always do
It's like clapping with your arse. Have you heard of this?
Clamping with
Clapping.
Oh.
And Makosi's like, yeah, I can do it.
Did she do it?
She didn't do it, but apparently it's like if you shake it and then just go clap.
Okay, I call that chafing when I'm walking around.
I've never heard of it.
I think it's like that whole booty thing going on. Caribbean, they do that, don't they?
Clapping with your bottom.
It's like when they jiggle so much. and
Brian, can you not do that?
Yes, I can.
It
Look.
doesn't have any fat.
Well done.
Thank you. Get Chantel out. Oh, jeez.
Is it gross if I pour the soy milk that was on my breakfast into
No.
my coffee? I might join her for the show tomorrow. She sits in there for a little while. That's kind of nice. I might do that.
Yeah. Go ahead, yeah. Couple of chesty girls in the jacuzzi.
Well, since she's removed the leaves, what's stopping me? This coming.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I'm so stupid. I just didn't even dawn on me that, you know, that, and I'm not crying, but that of course this whole stay is going to be about Big Brother and past Big Brothers, and I just don't know anything. And it's the thing that it's the glue that holds you all together. You've all socialised together, you've all know each other. And I think, in a weird way, you know, I was saying this to Preston this morning, that I feel exactly the same as everybody else about Coolio. He overstepped the mark and he had to take the consequences. But for me, he was older.
Yeah.
And he was also in my year. And
So you
I
had something
felt
to relate to.
I had some form of, not comfort, but it was some
connection.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, I only got such a small taste of what Josie was like, but I kind of fully expected her to be in, and I think we got on very well. But I do feel like and I feel like I'm just like a bloody nagging mum, which is nothing to do with anybody else. That's just me, you know,
No,
used
but
to running a house, and I just feel like I've really struggled to make a connection.
No,
I don't. You know, I've been going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah.
And now, sort of last night, that lull between dinner and the party just allowed me time to think. I'm also waiting on news. I'm used to having... those are like, you know, life and death situations.
Of course, important.
And I'm here doing something so frivolous and ridiculous, you know. And I feel like it's kind of pointless. Oh, God, this sounds so pathetic. It's kind of pointless being here to the extent that you guys are such sort of ardent Big Brother. You deserve to be here. I feel like I don't quite know why I've been brought in, except for I think the clown thing as well set things off.
Really?
You know? Well, I don't cry. I don't think I really had a proper cry when I was in here last time. I missed the kids and all that sort of stuff. Yes, I'm going to have that. But I was able to sort of stay reasonable about that, or keep control of it. But I don't feel like... I feel like I'm going to probably go next anyway, so it's like, well, I'm just killing time. I know it's a dreadful thing to say because I've thoroughly enjoyed the days that I've had here. But I feel disjointed, disconnected, like... I feel like there's a group... I think also it's bringing back memories of when I was here last time, those feelings of sort of not...
Unsettling feelings?
Yeah, I just don't think all the girls sort of... God, it just sounds like you're a spoilt child when you go, oh, you girls are friends and I'm
It's
on the
amazing how-
outside. I think I've always been on the outside, ever since I was a kid. I was an only child, spent all my time on my own because my dad was never around. I was always been on my own. Even when I started working, even when I did the weather, I wasn't part of the presenter group because I was freelance. I was somehow, so it was always kind of always on the periphery of things. And I can do my bit and I can cook you a roast. But apart from that, really...
Yeah, but I mean, I think you're kind of being actually hard on yourself because with everyone in here, and I've said it, is that we've laughed together over ridiculous things where I would say you're the exact same age as me.
Yeah, I don't feel...
Do you know what I mean?
I feel with some of the girls, like with Nikki, I do feel like she's...
Well, I think
because she behaves like a child.
we all feel
so.
like that. I mean, you've seen the situation I had regarding the bed yesterday. Do you know what I mean? I think you're bound to feel like that. I mean, I wouldn't have...
But with Chantel and whatever, they're all really nice girls. And they all sort of, their reason for being is to dress up and all that stuff. And I just think... I know, and I feel like...
you must understand, you're obviously here. You won your year. Not everyone
but
here...
that was a fluke.
But it wasn't.
Bizarre.
But yeah, but the thing is, but it actually happened. And the same, not a lot of people here have won their years. You're here to represent your year because you were the winner. And if you think, if we put everyone in here, that I've actually...
I'm an unlikely housemate, though. You guys are real... You were like sort of...
But with regard to it, I met Makosi once before. I've never socialised with Makosi. I've met, I think, Nikki 3 times. I've never met Preston. I've met Chantel, I think, once. And Nadia, I think I've met socially 3 times. But I get you saying we have the kind of...
You do have a connection.
The Big Brother connection, and we know stuff. And I knew that when we played that game last night.
And I wasn't actually... It was absolutely... I have never not joined in anything.
I know.
Last year, I joined in and everything. And I knew... as I went to bed, I thought, you're going to regret this in the morning because you should make an effort. I'm the person who's putting me on the periphery. And I do completely get that. But I was so sad before the game started that I couldn't be fun.
Exactly.
And I couldn't be fun. And then when Nadia made the comment and said... Never thought that about anyone. And if anybody knows me, I'm absolutely not bigging myself.
Think that at all. I know what I actually thought it was. I presumed you missed your children.
Yeah, I was upset. I was upset.
And it was a week.
And the whole idea, I didn't want to bring you guys down by sitting there going and being miserable. I want to remove myself from the situation. I didn't want you all to be bothered by my crap.
No, but that's a really nice thing to do.
I didn't want anyone to be like sitting there going, "Oh, isn't she a miserable cow?"
But I will admit, everyone was. People go, "Oh, is she okay? Should we go in?" And I thought the best thing to do was, I think, Nikki asked you in the bathroom, but also when you're upset, you don't want people going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?"
And I couldn't tell you all the things going through my mind.
But literally, no. I mean, I think we're the same age. Maybe that's because I'm really young.
Yeah, no, I totally feel that with you, and I think because you've got sisters and they've got kids, and I know that you have that kind of family understanding in that respect, but.
But afterwards, we did play this game that we didn't think was going to be very good. Chantel, the memory game.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it?
I know, I heard.
Oh, God, yeah.
No, it was great. It was fine. No, it didn't bother me. No, it was lovely to hear you all laughing. Absolutely.
But are you feeling slightly better today?
I don't know. I just feel like... really don't know. I sort of feel, wonder if they've forgotten or I can't talk about it.
Oh, don't get upset.
I know,
sorry,
silly. No,
I should have asked you.
it's not you. No, it's all right. It's just silly. Or maybe I can wear sunglasses outside.
Oh.
Just for how
Diva,
stupid is that?
the ones with the M from opposed, right?
Yeah, Mama. I don't even know where they are actually. Oh, they're in my knicker drawer. As you would.
But how bizarre, I'm finding it easy to sleep in Coolio's bed.
It's the aura.
It must be something.
It's the aura. You're getting the aura. Your goodness, you should wake up in the morning speaking gangster.
Can you imagine I did? Oh, the thing was, when we walked in and he went to shake my hand and he did that, I've never done that in my life.
And that was your taste of gangster?
That was my taste of...
He does this.
He does... No, it was this.
And then normally they go blood.
I didn't do blood.
Oh, you should do blood.
And I was like, that's the gangsterest thing I've ever done.
The gangsterest.
Yeah, I knew the gangsterest. It's not nice to see someone upset, is it, or someone struggle?
No. What's the matter?
I just think... She said herself this morning to Preston and Nixon, speaking out of turn, and I just think she feels like... I think she feels, A, older than everyone, which is... We don't treat her that way.
Yeah.
I think B, she feels like she doesn't know why she's here. She can't still accept the fact that, she won her series. She thinks it was a fluke, which is, ridiculous. And I think that, we played that game last night, that she doesn't feel like she knows about Big Brother like we would.
No, but I don't know as much
No,
as well.
I meant saying now we've all got a bond. And I said, well, actually, I've only met you. I've never met you socially.
No, I've never gone out with
Anyone. I think I met you once, possibly twice.
Twice filming.
But that was it. It was like, oh, hey, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. And I just think it's that, but also I think maybe she's missing her family. She's waiting on news regarding one of her friends whose daughter is ill. And it makes you feel like...
Do you think she's too sane for us?
I think potentially.
Yeah.
And also think that, I think that when we played the game last night, I don't think she thinks that... Obviously, I think when she walked away, I think she thought people were going, which wasn't the case. I just presume she's missing her children. Do you know what I mean?
When yesterday?
When she left the game last night.
Yeah.
She just misses her children.
Yeah, I think
But I don't treat her any older than... I've been having a laugh with her.
No, I think we're all going to be paranoid.
Eventually.
About certain things. But I really don't think we should take anything to heart because we all don't know each other and we're trying to get to know each other.
Yeah.
And the best we can do for each other is be available for each other, to know each other, if I'm making any sense. I think we're all too crazy for her. Because being a mother, I think if I was 40, how old is she?
43, 42?
If I was 43 and I had children, and at home I was used to being mom, and the mother is always the head of the house.
Yeah, of course.
Actually. And then all of a sudden I come into a place like this where I really can't, I've got no control over anybody. But my life is about controlling 4 children and a husband. Do you understand? I've got no control over anybody or anything. And because this house really can make you feel vulnerable.
Yeah, of course.
Extremely. So I think she's feeling a bit vulnerable. And yes, if you've got a 2-year-old, you're going to miss them.
Yeah. It's a shame, really.
But I hope it goes away.
Yeah, because she's got so much to offer, I think.
Yeah, I hope it goes away.
She's an original. I suppose everyone's an original, but it's quite a silly thing to say. There's no one like her.
Huh?
I was like, she's an original.
When you say there's no one like her...
I've never met anyone like her.
Oh, have you met anyone like you?
All right.
I didn't ever believe it until I had it done once, and I thought, wow, this is amazing.
All right. Well, you'll have to.
I would
You'll have
train
to
it.
prove. You have to do me another day.
Healing on me.
What's oh. She needs Reiki healing.
I paid £40 a session.
That's not bad. Actually, I'll see if there's an area in the snug, and then we can do it without people looking in and peering in. And then you'll probably sleep for an hour afterwards as well.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. By the way, you must always, when you go home and have it done, you must always literally drink a litre of water afterwards.
Why?
Because...
It makes you tearful though, doesn't it?
So, it can make you
Why?
tearful, because if you do Reiki on somebody, it also releases toxins. And you need to get those toxins out. Not bad
just
toxins,
getting in
but water flushes all the good toxins
How long
out.
do you think
Hence you pee to get rid of waste. So you must always drink literally a litre of water after any session.
Preston?
I'll just see what the snug's like and see if I have to do it.
Shall I get rid of these?
Is that Ulrika walking around in the garden?
What's what?
Is that Ulrika walking about in the garden?
Yeah. Just walking backwards and forwards. She's gonna crack.
I think it's called Reiki healing. Okay. Have you heard of it before?
Yeah.
No idea. He's not started yet.
Yeah, all right. No, you're not.
No, he's not.
Concerned as to how this Hey, will it?
Where are you shaving? Oh, no?
Just got to shave it down. But I'm not sure. What grade is that?
Is there even...
Grades
there's
on it?
You'd have to have a thing on it, maybe.
Oh, do you?
I don't know. Let me do me, because I haven't got... I'm going to
Okay.
shave close anyway. Yeah, that just goes like that. It's
So
quite
it's
short.
more or less,
yeah.
yeah. His hair going to go everywhere. I need to put something down, don't I?
Yeah.
Like a towel or something. What? That's so hot. That's very dangerous, girls. Yeah. Ah.
I know you'd never do that.
Oh, would I not? It's going to be so weird. If when I go back to my own home and I hear people running around my closet, I'm going to think nothing of it. And it's probably some evil spirit.
But I've got a lot of shirts.
Okay, no need to brag.
I just brought...
Is that 2 or 1? There's 2 attached.
It's like a fake. But then it goes like that.
Oh, do you need anything? Well, you probably see. I'd like to. Do you need anything under it? If you closed it, would you need anything under it?
Yeah, because they'd have all that out.
It's never a good look. That would look nice.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know if it's a bit too fancy.
Right, let me get my hand towel to put there. But it's true. I don't know if you, growing up, if your mom made you dress up, but
That's why. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I had to go to church.
Yeah.
Bet you were a naughty little girl in church.
Oh my god, that was wild.
Oh, Preston! Oh no, he didn't.
Oh.
What did he do?
What do you think of these?
No.
I don't really know why I've even got them.
That was like, actually, show me them again. Let me have an objective point of view. You look like one of those serial killers you'd see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Something weird.
Yeah.
But they're all prescribed.
Yeah, and then I've got these ones.
I like them.
Really?
Yeah, they're nice ones.
But they don't fit properly, they're kind of broke.
But they're nice ones.
And then...
I look thin through them.
Oh, and then these ones I just got done, but I don't really like them, I don't think. I think they look a bit too, like...
I like them.
Really?
Yeah. See, though,
Maybe I should mix it up.
Yes.
Okay.
Not so much. Are you going to be injecting anyone's brains today?
I don't know why I even have them. I can't remember getting them.
Right, let's see if this works. This might hurt me. Who was that? Did it feel weird? I've had it done before, but doing it myself.
What do you normally do?
God.
Don't you ever shave?
I do, but I just thought I'd change it to mix it up.
Leave him to it.
Oh.
Go on.
Oh my god, what time do we lose these at? Now that I've started, I've got to finish. Oh my
20
god.
minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's hurting me. What's it like just with that? No.
I don't know. I never. I think
Getting it all off.
trimmed beards. I always think are slightly
Wrong?
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm really not into beard. I used to have a massive beard.
Did you?
A couple of years ago, yeah. It was like that when I was in Philadelphia.
Why?
Huge. I don't know. Just kind of thought it would look good. It didn't.
Did it not?
No.
No, I don't think it would,
It
not
made me
you.
look really round. Like made my face.
Yeah,
look
because
really round.
you've got such good definition.
It was just like, and literally, it was kind of down here.
Oh, vile.
And I would wear these glasses.
Oh my god!
I went for a bit of a dark
The thing is, I
fashion
always
patch.
find what's weird when you're kissing with a beard. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're getting down to it, it's
It'd be pretty weird.
wouldn't it?
Whose water is this? Do you know?
No idea. It hurts. Yeah.
Why? Is it supposed to hurt?
I've no idea. It's not the best.
Yeah. Do you shave with one like that at home?
No, I've got the one with it. You know, it's got guards over it and stuff. It's a handheld one. It's quite quick.
Okay.
I should have just asked for that, shouldn't I? You what? Oh no, I'd look ridiculous. I'd look ridiculous.
Should we like take away all our balloons? Yeah, I love it.
Is it? Can't he be bothered? Oh my God. That is dreadful.
Oh.
It is absolutely dreadful.
Goes everywhere.
God.
Has that just cut me?
Sitting and staring at the corner. I really do.
Do you know what
Just
I
for
mean?
like half an hour.
Just
you know?
anything. Because I know what you mean. If I go over there, I'm thinking, let me go and sit over there. 2 minutes later, I'll be back in that chair.
Yeah, get back in the chair, yeah. It just pulls you in.
Just calls you.